Good morning, students. I welcome you all to online class of social science. So, today's explanation is on Chapter 2, and the title of the chapter is Inside Our Earth of Geography portion. So, basically, this is the second part of the chapter. So, in our previous video, we have already discussed about Earth's internal structure and structure of the Earth's interior. So, in this video, we will be discussing about rocks and minerals, types of rocks and rock cycle. So, before I start, I'd like to request you to open your books and go through the chapter. So, rocks and minerals. Let us know what is rocks. So, rocks are made up of two or more minerals. They are not crystals. Some rocks form near the surface while others deep in the crust. So, students, rocks, it makes about 1% of the total weight of the Earth's crust. Okay, and these rocks, they are vary in color, texture, chemical, and softness. So, this the main constituent of rocks are like minerals. Yes. So we can take an example of like granite. So this granite is made of crystals of several minerals. Okay. And these minerals, of which this mica and quartz, they are the main ones. So this is all about rocks. Next we have is minerals. So minerals are always solid with particles in repeating patterns, crystals. They are only found in nature. They are formed in the Earth's mantle, near the surface when oxygen, calcium and carbon combine in the ocean, and when hot minerals rich water moves slowly through the cracks in the Earth's crust. So basically these minerals are naturally occurring inorganic substance. Okay, and it is made up of, you can say, one or more elements. So they have their definite physical and chemical properties. So most of the minerals, they have the crystalline structure, and the size of these crystals, they may vary like depending on the conditions under which these rocks form. So here you can see the picture of some minerals which is formed from the rocks. So on the basis of their formations, and some geologists, they have classified rocks into three groups. So what were the groups? They were igneous, then sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. So let us discuss about igneous rock. So before that, we will know some words origin of the rocks. Igneous, it is a Latin word. Igneous meaning fire. It means fire. It is a Latin word and it means fire. Next we have is sedimentary. Sedimentary, a Latin word, sedimentum meaning settle down, to settle down. Fire, igneous means fire, sedimentary means to settle down, and metamorphic is a Greek word. So this is metamorphos, and meaning change of form, means changing of the form of the rocks. So let us know igneous rock. Form when melted rocks harden. It is a fine-grained rocks, smooth, and are from lava. Coarse-grained rocks are from magma. So these igneous rocks are formed by the, you can say, the cooling and solidification of magma into lava. Okay, and they were the oldest rocks. This igneous rock is the oldest form of rocks, and it is formed to be, it is oldest, so they are called as the primary rocks, because this is the oldest, so it is called as a primary rock also. So all other rocks are derived from the igneous rocks itself, means whatever rocks you can see, all are derived from the igneous rocks. And this granite, basalt are the main examples of igneous rocks. And depending on this whether they are cooled and solidifications on or below this earth surface are formed. So these igneous rocks are of two types, that is intrusive rocks and extrusive rocks. Let us know intrusive rock. So intrusive, sometimes the molten magma cools down deep inside the earth's crust, and solid rocks so formed are called intrusive igneous rocks. Since they cool down slowly, they form large grains. Granite is an example of such a rock. Grinding stones used to prepare paste powder of species, and grains are made of granite. So this intrusive rocks are formed from magma, and that cools and solidifies within the crust of the planet. You can say that it cools and it is formed these rocks are formed by the cooling and solidification of magma into lava. Okay. Next we have is extrusive igneous rocks. Lava is actually fiery and red molten magma coming out from the interior of the earth on its surface. And when this molten lava comes on the earth's surface, it rapidly cools down and becomes solid. So these rocks, it formed in such a way on the crust, are called as extrusive igneous rocks. They have a very fine grained structure. For example, basalt. The Deccan Plateau is made up of basalt rocks. So these extrusive igneous rocks are formed at the earth's surface as a result of the partial melting of rocks. Okay, and within this the mantle and crust. So these extrusive igneous rocks cool and solidify quicker than the intrusive igneous rocks. So since the rocks cool very quickly, they are fine grained. So next we have is sedimentary rocks. So these sedimentary rocks, you can say these are the rocks that are broken down by the wearing down of the earth's surface, and we call this process weathering and erosions. So they the broken materials is dislodged, picked up and transported, and then this deposited by various means like gravity, water and glaciers running downhill. Okay, and this wind, the broken rocks materials is basically called as sediment, and it is sprayed and laid in lowlands like lakes or ocean beds, you can say. So these the sediments, it is deposited layer by layer over time and get compact. It can get compact by the weight of overlying rocks and waters into the solid rocks. So you can take examples. Some of the examples are like sandstone, clay, limestone, or chalk or rock salt, etc. Okay, these are the examples of sedimentary rocks. Next we have is metamorphic rocks. So this igneous as well as sedimentary rocks, when they subjected to immense heat and pressure and weight of overlying rocks, this undergo change in their appearance and the chemical properties and character, and the rocks formed in a manner are called the metamorphic rock. For instance, this limestone, or you can say sedimentary, would change into marble or granite, and it will change into the metamorphic rocks. So the process of change, basically the process of change is called as the metamorphism, and it may take millions of years for this change to occur. So this morph means change, yes. So it takes millions of years for this change to occur. There is one thing, like in igneous and metamorphic rocks, the minerals which occur in faults and in which these metallic minerals like tin, copper, zinc, or you can say lead are found. Okay, so these minerals occur in beds or layers in sedimentary rocks, and there is the coal is an example of these rocks. So next we have is rock cycle. So like most cycles, the materials are used over and over. So the process include weathering, erosion, depositions, melting, compactions and cementations. So you can see here how the rock cycles. So this in rock cycle, you can say these metamorphic rocks are not only subjected to change under heat and pressure. Okay, they are not subjected to change under heat and pressures. They may be weathered or erode, deposited and compact to form sedimentary rocks. So there is a kind of interchange in the state of rocks from one type to the another type. And this interchange is basically called as the rock cycle. So through this continuous process, older rocks are transformed into new rocks. And by how they transform? By means of erosions or depositions or pressures, melting and cooling. So the rock cycles give us an idea of the origin of each rock and the role of geological process in transforming one rock type into another. So this is all about rock cycle. So in this chapter, we can basically give an eye view that what we have come through, what we have learned, what we have gained from the chapter. We came to know that the earth has a layered structure like concentric cells, crust, mantle, core. Core is basically of two types, outer core and inner core. Then the thinnest and the outermost rocky surface layer of the earth is the lithosphere. Then the beneath the crust, the layer of dense rocks is known as mantle. And the innermost layer of the earth interior is the metallic core, or you can say barosphere. Or the tectonic movement is important in making changes in the earth surface. And also we came to know that rocks make 1% of the total weight of the earth's crust. Okay, remember that rocks make 1% of the total weight of the earth's crust. And again we came to know about the minerals, that minerals are naturally occurring inorganic substance made up of one or more elements. Then our geologists, they have classified rocks into three groups, that is igneous rocks, sedimentary and metamorphic. Then we also came to know about igneous rocks, that igneous rocks are formed by the cooling and solidifications of magma into lava. And also of sedimentary rocks, these sedimentary rocks are basically broken down by the wearing down of the earth's surface. And also we came to know about metamorphic rocks, that metamorphic rocks are formed when igneous as well as sedimentary rocks are subjected to immense heat and pressures. So hope this video is useful to you. So thank you. Let us meet again in the next chapter. Keep on studying. Thank you.